You look at one rocket, with just one rocket, they dismantled the Jebu FC 2-0. Yes, beyond limit, and Edel came all the way from Anambra to Ikene, and they picked the point, a very strong point against Beyond Limit. It dead in a barren draw. Ikorodu City, hey Jesus, Ikorodu City.
About that game, sorry to cut you off. One thing about that game with Edel was because Edel has been kind of inconsistent, and if you look at the table, the one we did last week, you said they are 3 games away from drop zone. So I'm so surprised that they can come to.
And you know this Beyond Limit went to Ekiti, my darling Ekiti, and
they mauled you guys in Ekiti.
No, 1-1. Thank God for that last goal. If not for that last minute goal. Jesus. Ikorodu City and Crown FC ended 3-1. Toby Adepoju needs to call me. He needs to call me because this is Ikorodu City. They are doing very, very well. Stormers and Dakada FC. It ended 2-1 in favor of Dakada. Dakada traveled all the way from Uyo down to Ijebu to pick point against Stormers. Abeokuta Stormers. Gateway United. I'm blessed. Gateway wants to come against Solution. Solution could not find solution to their problem. They were stunned, yes, by lone goal by Gateway United. Coal City against Rovers ended 1-0. Abia Comet and Vadresa 2-2 again. And Vadresa going on the road to pick another point. I think it's a very strong goal for them. Yeah. Inter Lagos and Osun United. Osun, the Southwestern Derby, intended in a barren draw. While Madiba,
the almighty Madiba,
led
by a woman doing wonders.
Yeah, and that's just it. Madiba and Ekiti United. I think all
you
of
guys
these
are not supposed to be put in the same bracket, guy. Don't do that. Don't just humiliate Ekiti because you know that you don't belong in the same lane.
But Ekiti is not going to make this. They might not make this fight.
It's not they might not. They would. It's most likely they would. So don't give yourself also.
But congratulations. It's actually a very big one for them. Very big one. They're actually keeping the pace. Quickly, Madiba is top of the log, 25 points, and they're about 6 points ahead of the second place team, Beyond Limit, who has 19 points. Dakada FC 18 points. We have Edel number 4. Can you see the way they just jumped up to 17
because
points?
Of that winner.
Yes. And while you have Ekiti United in the 9th position, 13 points. Vadresa 13 points. 1472. We know that this was a newcomer. We know go really.
Yeah, they go back.
They go back 11 points, and we have, but they still have an outstanding. While Stormers, they are the one digging oil right now. They're in the 12th position with 7 points. So that means you'll be giving us the rather for the EPL. Let's go to the EPL. Let's see what happened in Europe after this time out.
I don't even know where to start from. Is it from Chelsea?
No. Don't start with Chelsea. Please. Blessing is a Chelsea fan. Don't start with
is that why she's giving the face in the studio? Now let's go.
Blessing is a Chelsea fan. Blessing is a Chelsea fan. Don't start with Chelsea at the moment. Let's go and take water. When we just calm down, let's go and calm down first. Okay, before Dami goes there, let's just let our fans know that you can watch us live on Facebook, WFM 917 on Facebook, and also on YouTube, same WFM 917 on YouTube as well. You can just join the conversation there on Facebook and YouTube, and also the phone line too is on 07000 917 917 07000 917 917. And if it is SMS or WhatsApp, you are the WhatsApp person, just do it like this: 070 317 565 37 070 317 565 37. Let's talk about the results in the EPL and also La Liga and Bundesliga. Dami.
I don't know where to start from. Like I said earlier,
I've told you that Blessing is a Chelsea fan.
This is what I would do.
You said slowly.
Yeah.
You said that you said they were lonely. Chelsea were lonely
at the down or top. All All right, so we have the games from Saturday. That's Everton and Tottenham, and we have former Everton man in Richarlison. He scored a brace in that game against his former side, and at some point he wanted to celebrate. But remember that I'm coming back
But
from
what's that attitude? There's this attitude that when a former player of a club scored and he feels that he doesn't want to celebrate, I can sack that player.
No, I think it's just a good sportsman attitude. You have to give respect to your former.
Why he command the club?
Yes, of course.
He supposed not score now. He's supposed to play that ball inside bush.
Okay, away from that, look as to one of the big sides. Last season they made top 4, and this season they have been struggling
top 8 now.
to replicate that form. They have spent
double.
Amanda, she's doing so well in charge of management, finances in the club. But this season they have gone beyond being top now to bottom, and it's just something to worry for Edio.
But do you know that
against a Luton Town that just got promoted from championship last season, they played out a thrilling 4-4. That's about 8 goals in a game.
Damn, do you know that game there was this record there? Luton Town has never scored 4 goals in 2 consecutive games until that was the first time. That was the first time in 42 years. And it took just the help of 3 Nigerian defense. Rose Barkley, Adebayo, and this other guy. I want to remember his name. This is the defender. I should get his name.
He's not in Nigeria. The defender is not in Nigeria.
Gabriel. I think that was Gabriel Osho, Rose Barkley, and Elijah Adebayo. Those 3 guys were actually instrumental in Luton Town. I'm still going to talk about them.
That's the word.
I tell you, my man, Nigeria.
All right, so moving in from that, there's this game that I did for my FPL, my fantasy. So I think I picked Fulham's goalkeeper, and that was the former Arsenal goalkeeper for my goalpost. And I was happy that he was giving me like a clean sheet at some point, and then I saw that he has considered to. That's Bernard Leno. So against Burnley 2-2, Brighton against Crystal Palace. I think it's time for Rod still to go. Brighton at home, they gave them a 4-0 spanking.
Brighton na damage control coach.
Aston Villa continue their chase for a European ticket against Sheffield United by 5
top 4 now.
And Oli Watkins, my guy, leading my attacks for FPL, he gave me a very, very good point. Kudos to you, Watkins, wherever you are. Manchester United, Ghana show again, doing the Ronaldo celebration when Di Maria said, "Why can't
now do you see that Onana is good?"
Which Onana is good?
It is Cameroon that is spoiling that guy's show. Clean sheet, soft.
Against West Ham.
West Ham defeated us in the first leg.
Then our billionaire spender. Ezeku spender. Against Wolves, it was.
I think Blessing is checking the table now. Where we still make top 4.
It was from glory to. I don't even know where to put it. Maybe glory to.
But actually, Chelsea the top table, Sha.
Which table?
If you cut that first 10, come out. If they play bet,
okay, let's start from that.
People where they play betting.
Okay.
If you cut your wrapper, that your bet slip. If you cut that side, come out. That 11.
It starts from what?
Chelsea, lowly.
At the top. All right, Bournemouth against Nottingham. Bournemouth got a red card in that game against Nottingham Forest, and it was our man coming back to score the equalizer. Our man Taiwo Awoniyi was unable to make it to the AFCON because of his injury, and then he's back with a bang.
Awoniyi has scored 3 consecutive times against Arsenal. He did that the first game coming back from injury,
and he has this charm. Whenever he comes back from injury, he bangs.
He's always
we actually do miss him at the World.
But do you think if Awoniyi was now very instrumental? Looking at the kind of
Osimhen has played a lot. Osimhen has played.
But looking at the tactics of Ose Pesero,
Pastor, who Pastor?
Pastor Ose Pesero.
Yes.
Awoniyi might not be able to.
You think so?
Yes.
I think for all the games that Osimhen has played, Osimhen will have played lesser games because that fatigue is in him. Like he has played non-stop for every step. We have played 5 games now. Consecutive 5 games, and he has.
But only actually they bench him now. Only actually they come inside now.
No, that's about 5 minutes to the end of the game.
But wait till they do that on now yourself. Should I leg? No, they.
Alright, and let's go to the biggest clash. That was the one for yesterday against Liverpool. Both sides,
calm down.
In case of Liverpool fans that walked alone, they did not just walk alone.
The way the thing was really like. Say the person where folks laugh. Sometimes they laugh, eventually laugh well.
You score, go carry pass.
As they score first, club in DRP, I take that shock catch and say, my jazz don't.
No, I think Arsenal scored first.
No, Arsenal scored first.
Saka, yes.
Yes, but when Luis Diaz came aboard and that Gabriel Yamayama way into, there's this club was like, these are they are back, they are going to 20 times. And don't forget that they defeated Arsenal at Emirates 2-0. That last minute goal where they just give Arsenal Pepe 2 goals. And they just came back and they were like, things are going to get back. In the second half, they played like 3 shots on target. Like, made a test Arsenal. But as my man, my Lord, we have it. Right. Just change everything for them. But I think we need to look at one thing, because I think Liverpool fans have been talking about the absence of Salah as the
Mohamed
problem.
Salah.
Yes, that's the absence of Salah is one of the problems they are facing. Darwin Núñez is not banging like he ought to right now, and I think that's why our listeners at home needs to call in so that we should get their opinion about some of these things, especially in the EPL. Their clubs, the clubs they supported.
To ask you a question, who do you think is like a piece that connects the front three together for Liverpool? Who do you think is that?
Okay, before when the Liverpool that won the Champions League, but over time, if you do a deep study on that Liverpool team, they always play in a right triangle pattern. You see Arnold, Anderson, and Salah. So that's why you always have a right hand triangle. But the moment Anderson left, I think Salah has not been able to connect with the likes of McAllister in the midfield. And Thiago Alcantara, that could have been doing the Lord's work, injury is another big problem for him. And even I was surprised that Jurgen Klopp did not start this young guy that played against Chelsea, because that guy was very, very impressive. I loved his way he was able to press.
Anybody can play. Even my cousin can play against Chelsea. Anybody can play. My grandma can play against Chelsea and score.
Blessing will not is 07000 917 917. Is 07000. Me, I'm not there. Is 07000 917 917. You can call on. Let's hear your opinion about the results in the EPL. Does Arsenal have a chance? They just
no, even after the win yesterday,
they're just with 2 points. Does Arsenal have a chance to win the league?
But don't forget that Manchester City still have 2 games in hand. They're just on 21 games. So if they win 2 games, it will be like they will be up there. Then Arsenal will come down. Yes, because they're already in 46.
But why is everybody scared of Man City? Why are you scared of Man City?
It's just a matter of that poor guy.
Now, human being they play for Man City.
For your master.
No, I know. I beg to differ.
All right.
Let me tell you something. When football was still football, the days of Alex Ferguson,
I wanted to say in your days when you played in a bit.
Yeah. Okay. If not for injury, when I used to play, I be baller. I did ball very well. Not for injury, and I just felt I should just switch into management. Management. I'm going to be the next. Also, I'm cooking it. But those days, if you look at it, no human being de Man City. Now we they fear Pep. Nothing they Pep.
They're invisible. You know what that is.
If Pep follow a Yimba play today, I trust my man. If you need the job,
which one?
We need to be like Pep too now. You see the same
because of Ed.
And everything they look like Pep. You need to be like our Pep for Nigeria now. You need the judge.
No, don't do that. Offer that like
no. But actually, shout out to Nigerian coaches. They are actually they've been.
Shout out to my man, not be Nigerian coaches. My man, Daniel Gumodede.
My own man, Paul Ofof, everybody.
Paul Ofof, they go relegation this season.
He not go. Lagos team has to be in the MPFL.
Right.
Ofof not they go anywhere.
We'll see the magic he's going to.
So guys, just call in. Let's hear your opinion about the results of the weekend. Let's see. What is your perspective? Ten Hag, back-to-back win for Ten Hag in the EPL. I think he's getting himself back. Momentum. You see the way they've been able to score. Casemiro is back.
Lisandro Martinez
and back. My guy Rasmus Højlund scored 2 back-to-back goals. I tell you, it's very fantastic. I think let's get your opinion about this. Let's see, what do you think on the club? I think is on the club going to even get treble instead of the way things are going.
A final against Chelsea. And before that, Man City.
Don't be surprised. Pochettino might defeat who? Jurgen Klopp.
There's one thing I don't do. I don't give myself false hopes.
They've met before actually in the Champions League final.
You have not even said, okay, this is the thing I noticed using style to support one team. So in case they lose, I cannot hold that Jeremiah is supporting this team. Then once they win,
But
then
Dami, if you
coming
remember
out
last
the
week,
biggest,
I talked about how to win the final by my man, my idolo, Ogin Club. But I don't know, might have been reading that book. Do you know?
someone that they are already preparing sack letter in Chelsea.
No, don't. That is it. The way. Oh, you don't get it. The way we work in Chelsea is different. We work in a miraculous way, like in the way that you guys cannot relate. Look at last season. Sorry, we are cooking.
All right, let's look at the bottom three of the EPL. We have Everton, Burnley, and Sheffield United. Not to forget that Everton was deducted 10 points for
10 points
for violation of the financial fair play rule. And Luton,
and the guys have been struggling well.
Very, very, I don't think they can escape it this time. And if they do, then kudos to Dyke. And for Luton are looking like a side, to put your money on, because all of a sudden bottom table and now they are 17th place, just 3 places drop zone. Nottingham Forest, I don't know.
For me, I think inexperienced. They were leading with 2 goals, and before you know it, they just bottled it.
Who was leading with 2 goals?
Luton Town. At first, they came back twice.
Oh yeah. They did. The biggest win for me was I did not know that they could beat Brighton, because Brighton overside beat Chelsea, beat Man U, beat Liverpool, and then you see Luton doing the last one.
Yeah, I tell you. Now let's go to the Madrid derby. We'll be back after this time out. Okay, I'm thinking of something that on our YouTube page, like our listeners could just predict the score line, Nigeria against South Africa. Me, I already have it. They brought it when I slept today. In my dream, like in my 10 hours trance, they carry and come. Like I see the way we play that match. Even they dictate how Osimhen go day. Say Osimhen no day this side.
Mm-hmm.
All I know, no let Portal they move like this.
Okay.
You just day like this.
You say Pesita day.
And I tell online how you go do.
Okay.
I can't tell Wabali say Wabali, if you want any outside shot where South Africa won't play, like this you go stand. You don't go stand like you go count leg. I dey see him for
Delulu. You know what they call Delulu? Now wait till you give that. Your deletion too plenty.
But wait, now wait till I see with that. But guys, you just go to your YouTube page, WFM Women Radio 91.7. Just type in the scoreline. You don't know, there might be a gift, from Pastor Sefasera.
If final wants to make it to then I can sleep with my 2 eyes, because right now I'm still sleeping with just 1 eye.
Me, I slept with my 2 eyes and I saw the dream. I saw it. I know I'll talk this call. I make nobody carry my shine because me say I want
Pastor Jeremiah and
because me say I want stake high. I don't want me to carry my correct score. But you just go there, type in what you think the score line will be. But before then, let's because to call in on the program, let's talk about what's happening. And if you look at it, Mason Greenwood is finding soft landing.
Finding his feet so well
in the La Liga.
Yes,
and also the Madrid derby.
Mm-hmm.
Why will Lorento score that goal? 93rd minute.
It's
painful.
It's to prove that you sold me, Abby. make I show you. See, I still get waiting there.
Why you go score that goal?
It's good
The
now.
team pay me now 4 points. Real Madrid supposed they use the top table.
I'm actually pushing for Girona because we need to see a new face as champion in La Liga this season. Just once, we need to break that monopoly of one team winning. The same way I'm pushing for Leverkusen because of our Bobo. Our Bobo will give us memes on Twitter and our Nathan Teller. That's why they push for them. But I have this kind of soft spot for Kane. Kane just moved to Bundesliga, and now they're trying to.
Don't be saying that Kane they affect Bayern like this. They play Dortmund. I mean, yeah.
They'll be playing Leverkusen in the
they'll be playing Leverkusen
in the Bundesliga derby for the next game. The same way Real Madrid will be playing Girona for La Liga, and it's going to be like a table topic because both sides, Madrid is a point above Girona, so whoever wins that game is going right to the top.
But if you look at that Madrid derby, for me, Diego Simeone in that game, Griezmann, you see Bellingham, and for me, I felt like Carlo Ancelotti is not even growing old, despite the fact that he's old. He still looks fresh, just like they say that the old wine, still looks
wine.
Yeah, the old man retire, and we see person like
He's just knowing what The thing is just in any field, it's like they need to tell us that whatever your hands find to do it well. I think that's also the case with Carlo Ancelotti. His hand is on coaching and he's doing it so well.
So you say that Carlo Ancelotti is passionate about his job?
It's not about you can be passionate and not get anything.
Is it passion?
No, this one is passionate and he knows.
But is it passion?
Yes.
But that Carlo Ancelotti passion I want because that one they feed them steady, big money. You don't see any. The man fresh. You don't collect Champions League, collect anything.
All right, let's go to the results in the La Liga round 23. Let's start from the top sides. Real Madrid and Atletico Madrid, they played out in Navi 1-1 draw at Santiago Bernabeu. And it's looking like Jude Bellingham when he came. He was doing Jagaban, scoring goals. But now it's like it's not something is wrong.
And for me, it's just like scoring goals for Jude Bellingham is like going out of his own place, basically. Because it's not really like it's not like okay, what he should be doing is scoring goals. Right. It's not about that.
So now you can defend him that it's not his role to score goals, right?
No. This way, when a midfielder scores goals, I appreciate that.
All right.
But at the same time, we should see beyond scoring goal as the top performance or the measure by which you measure a player or a midfielder.
This argument, I don't want us to go there because there was a time that Jorginho for Chelsea was nominated for UEFA Best Player, and people were like, "Why will you nominate Jorginho?" And now you are saying that it is not the same for a midfielder.
Okay, for me.
Were you in support for Jorginho's nomination?
One, yes. Secondly, no. Yeah, this is it.
There we go.
If you look at the way he was able to perform, and that's why most times we need to deploy tactical evaluation of players.
Now it comes yesterday, big grammar.
No. Okay, yesterday Jorginho played
and it was the man of the match.
Yes, and many people like, what's Jorginho playing? I don't see him now.
Side passes.
I don't see him. Yes. I don't see him now. Waiting they do. But you know that there's this thing about Jorginho because number one, Jorginho is a very fantastic player.
Technical.
Yeah, I love that. Technical player. He's very intelligent, very smart. Although there are always some.
He's not physical. We know that.
Yes, and that's one of the problems. Yeah. But you will see that he was able to take all that midfield, and that's why you see the likes of Zuber, the likes of McAllister. They were struggling in that midfield because you have Rice and Jorginho doing the lot work, and that's one thing that Partey won't be able to do because Partey in that game is quite physical, and Partey would have considered a card yesterday, and that's why I used to tell people that when you compare Casemiro, I used to tell people that for me in the modern day football, in the elite football. The likes of them, Casemiro and co, they are too rigid.
They are even going out of extension.
They are too rigid, and you don't really need. Most top clubs don't do a double six.
Have you watched Manu play? Nah,
Kobe is my baby.
I
want to say it's my baby. Kobe is just my guy. I really love the way. But I think we should also appreciate the tactics of Mikel Arteta. Mikel Arteta is doing a very good job. The fact that they've not seen, it's just like one Bible verse like that you've not seen it now, but the thing is going to show.
Is that so?
No, now comfort Arsenal fans. You've not seen it. You've not seen it, but the thing is going to show. It's cooking well.
All right.
It's cooking well, but
Real Betis and Getafe, they played out a 1-1 draw, and another man that I love so much, Isco, He scored
He
a
scored
penalty.
Malaga.
Yeah,
I remember those years
he
now.
scored Alacon. That's what they say. He was on target. Osasuna and Celta Vigo, coming back from their roots. A team that actually predicted to go on relegation, coming back, doing so well under Rafa Benitez. Celta Vigo goes to Arsenal, 3-1. Cardiff is more or less like a Nigeria team because
those
their
guys.
support for Nigeria is just so massive. Cardiff and Villarreal, a goalless draw, and another third draw, that's around 23. Girona and Real Sociedad, another draw. Alaves and Barcelona, winning by 3-1. Vitor Roque scoring back-to-back in La Liga. He was sent off, and
and I think that thing was quite controversial.
Lewandowski heading is good, but it's a good one for Xavier, and we know that he's going quite good for him, quite well for him. But at least give them Champions League so that at least this their financial debt, everything where they owe, they feel pay and Champions League money. Yes.
Arsenal, I mean, Barca. I pity them.
Somebody said 600 years for Barcelona for what they did to Chelsea.
What they did to Man United.
All right, and Granada against Las Palmas, another one. We had like 3 red cards in that game for round 23. Valencia with 2-1 victory, and Atletico Bilbao against Mallorca 4-0. The same guy that didn't do well at AFCON, he came back to La Liga and is banging in goals already. Do you know the man?
Who is that?
Inaki Williams.
It happened
Because he did not play well for Ghana.
Do you know it was one that led to the goal they conceded?
Yeah, I remember that.
And they now the very funny thing about that Ghanaian side was that the coach thought in his own wisdom he wants to solve the problem. He substituted Inaki Williams. The guy he brought in again was the one again that did the same mistake.
But you know this guy was the person that brought Brighton to. Was he the one that brought Brighton to EPL and he took them back? Chris Alton, yes, no, Chris Alton.
Chris Alton, yeah.
He coached Brighton at some point, and that was one of African players that has coached a PL side. It's a good one for him, but now he's out of job. Let's see where he will go from there.
And also, I think coming from AFCON, I think this Waid Regragou.
For Morocco.
Yeah, I think the country has said they are strongly behind him. And I think that is a very good one.
Very good decision because especially when you have coaches that have left after losing the AFCON.
Do you know that Pesero B said the job said no still certain for him. They will still Saka.
Pastor Penas. The truth about this whole thing is Pesero has gone beyond proving that. I never believed that.
I believe him.
Guy, don't change your mouth. Don't change your mouth because
but am I Dolo now?
At the beginning, Rose is not in the studio today. I would have just allowed testify because at the beginning,
Blessing they see me. Most times I always pray for them. Special prayer. Go ask for my house. And even as everybody they fast, I say, please pray for Pesero for me. So I've always been praying for him, and he has been able to do it. But for me, I think that's what emulation. I think the Nigerian Football Federation and even other sports, they need to look at this. And I think by 4 p.m., I think by Olamioye and Rafiatu, by now they would have clicked. We're waiting for the feedbacks in Egypt. By now maybe they would have clicked the weightlifting ticket for the Olympics, because right now as at 4 p.m. today they were competing.
And Olympics is later this year, so we want all of our best athletes to be around.
So I think this I think is a very good one because they need to prepare so hard. Morocco needs to prepare so hard ahead of the World Cup.
They're hosting us for the next AFCON too.
So giving Walid the chance to continue, I think is a very good
especially for his good run at the completed World Cup.
And they thought the World Cup friend from AFCON now. AFCON maybe.
I think his player just ruined him that because you had the penalty. And as far as I know, penalty is not about ego. It's not about senior player in the team. It doesn't belong to you, Akara, and me out to go there, drag the penalty from the person that wants to take it. And you went there, dispatch it.
This guy did of this guy. When we played against Portugal in the friendly, and Ekong wanted to play the penalty, this striker, Dennis, and that to play the penalty, and before you know it, he lost that same penalty. And Ekong was like, "Give me this penalty, I'll play this penalty," and all those.
You see how he calmly dispatched the one we had against Cordova.
Now my man now.
All right, so
all the people where they always support, they always turn up. No.
Ahead of the game against South Africa, I'm a piano Debbie. Tyler won the Grammy. David don't know me, so we go revenge with football. on Wednesday.
But before that, let's talk about the weightlifting after this time. But before, let's call the call line is still open. Is 07000 917 917 is 07000 917 917. SMS is 070 317 565 37. You know, as the male or as a male category, they're actually doing well. We have the females too, they are exceptionally good. You know, this last 1 week.
They say everything man fit do. Who man fit do am better now? Nobody say they talk with that. You don't want to use that, so I don't help you use that.
Well, don't be like that. But actually, in this past 1 week, we've seen credible stuff from our women doing sport. But let's start with like I was talking about weightlifting. If you look at Olarioye at the Olympics, these guys were really good, exceptional. Because if you look at Nigeria during the Commonwealth, Games, Nigeria was able to pick quite a number of medals. And now today, Olarioye and Adijat and Rafiat Tulawal, they are actually competing to get in the 59 kg category weightlifting in Cairo to pick firstly to pick Melda and at the same time to get qualification. And I just wish them all the best, because these same guys during the World Championship in Tunisia last year, they were able to.
They are mainly the face of Nigeria.
Yeah, they really scooped a lot of medals. Yes, they scooped a lot of medals. And now to look at our Amazon, Toby and Wilson. Like you know, I always tell you know they believe me, but all the people where they be my where I always rate, they always turn up. Like
you they raise people, but you know they rate yourself. You know they
no, you know me.
Small time now you go say that injury.
Na injury. Actually, injury. I find club for you.
That's the way you want to register for you never start.
Actually, I don't start, but the thing we solve is say the man told me make I stop some certain food, but I don't know if you stop that food. I make I still chill small. But if I don't see, but don't let me find club. See me, I go come back. See my leg now.
No, I
don't want to play for Nigeria. I don't want to play in Nigeria. I want to go play in Europe. I want to go to England. All right. If you have me see for Spain, I don't mind. Spain.
All right, let's go to Asisa
Oshuala going to the US. Don't you think that's a retirement plan for her?
More or less. But we can't doubt the fact that she has been the poster girl for the Super Falcons for a very long time. You know, our rise has been so meteoric, from the MPFL to China, you know, to EPL. You know that she played in Women's Super League.
She played in Liverpool, played in Arsenal.
Yeah. Before she moved to Barcelona. She actually moved to
China
to Barcelona. So it was like, and now she's one of the biggest transfer to, you know, US, BFC. And BFC, they are building one incredible thing, because this season in the NWSL is going to be so competitive. Don't forget that we have Michelle Alozie with Austin Dutch, and we have Ifoma Onimonu already with Utah Royals FC.
My people now.
Yes.
So
it's going to be more or less like Nigerians, you know, being in action against each other. No. We look forward to that, because
you know, don't worry. By the time I go for the World Cup in 2026,
as a reporter, boy.
All right, that you don't rate me. They pay me. No, serious. You
don't rate me as reporter, photographer, boy, cleaner. Which I want to do?
like that time I go don't sign for one club for US now. I go to play regular.
No, don't
but
just this
but you know say you
because now what you better tell you now where you go.
but for that US thing make me remember saying now New York they go play final.
Yes.
New York be like who no one go New York.
New York is like a busy like one of the biggest.
I go sleep and dream again. But like Nigeria I go date that final.
Oh yeah. We'll see that time. So she's you know, I saw the video, the other video that she did with the Barcelona teammates, you know, telling them she's gone. It's a good one for Nigeria.
But another thing again is that you are thinking that internal crisis, maybe because the fact that the injury and now she's even despite those injuries, she's still shining their regular striker because
that's the truth. Because when you look at when I saw a game against Chelsea, if you see the way this guy they carry bone like this, they put on Chelsea.
My person are from Ikorodu.
So I still feel that she has a lot.
You know, I don't play for Ikorodu before.
Which Ikorodu? On that bridge Ikorodu.
That Ikorodu, that Ikorodu like this.
Okay.
Not be the one where did this side.
I don't know.
The one where did that side.
I don't know what's in the talk.
I play for that. I play sets for them.
For the FIFA U17 in the last one, CAL Republic 6 goals to 0. It was a very good first clash for them, and we have some of our championship guests not playing in the NWFL. We have some of them, you know, partaking in that game, and now people are calling that. I think it's enough that Taiwo Afolabi, you know, the queens of Delta Queens, let her step aside and let not just Taiwo Afolabi, let other players too in the team, let them step aside because they are past the age of U17, and let other players come. I think that will be done by the federation. It is not for us to decide, but right now I feel the girls are still within that age bracket. That is why they are allowed to participate in that competition. So the return leg will be this week in Abuja. So as we progress, good one for us. As we see, Dominican Republic is going to be done there, 2024.
Okay, that means let's look at it player to player in the next 10 minutes. Okay. Let's do player to player.
Who is player to player?
Player to player. South African players.
Okay. Yeah. I think say the person maybe you player to player.
I saw you play ball now.
If I catch you, I'll finish you. Especially on the wings.
So can you say it?
No. Let us do that.
That will not rate me.
If that one, no rate.
This where they play ball.
I don't rate you.
I they play ball. People they fear me for street. They always beg me. They go always beg me say, senior man, come play.
Come stay the set, right?
Come play for.
Because now you be messy. God, they deceive you. You don't know.
Oh my God! So Nigeria, South Africa. One moment again, Mali, Ivory Coast, like in just 2 minutes.
That game was so insane.
The commentator said that I've never seen an elephant climbing the hill, climbing the mountain, but Ivory Coast approved it.
Jesus.
Then climb. You
know, say I said Jesus now. Nah, you know, say as you preach this sermon, pause for Laura. So that's why I put Jesus.
But if you look at it, Ivory Coast. Do you think that that at some point they'll be like, don't sack a coach?
They didn't sack him. He resigned.
Yeah.
Yes, he resigned. They didn't sack him.
Yeah. Do you feel that the coach, what he did was the right thing?
I think, sometimes he doesn't even know the actual, he felt it was like, we have already lost 3 games. Which hope do we have? Because they thought Zambia was going to stage like a miraculous victory against Morocco. And it is so obvious that Zambia, let them go and bring their president. They can't win Morocco. So I think he should have just,
Say your president will play.
No, we don't do that one now.
Why not bring me? If they bring me, I will change things.
The truth is, he should have just stayed, wait for the result, and not abandon the team midway. And we have this guy, Faye. Faye has been doing so well for the team. He has led the team. He said, I read his interview on CAF Online today. He said, we died and we resurrected again. The only place that I can see that kind of statement is in the Bible. But it's like all of them are taking ginger. They are taking ginger for
now my man, now Pastor, they do all those things.
They don't establish our ministry.
I tell you. Now my man, no.
All right, so we are looking ahead for the game.
Yeah, so
for the game on Wednesday, both goalkeepers, they have kept the same numbers of clean sheets.
Roland Williams,
and he plays in South African League too. The same way as Stanley
they are colleagues now.
So they are not in the same team. Yes.
Yeah, but they did the same league.
I think Rowan is in Orlando, while Stanley is with Shippa United. So it's going to be like
Stanley supposed to give us some things about that guy now. He's supposed to give us some things. Say, guys.
But if you look at that game, South Africa should have been out. Their opponents,
Cape Verde were
wasteful. the defense was so shaky for South Africa that they had to, rely on the brilliance of Rowan Williams, to just take them. And that is why he's the deserved captain of that team. He's leading by example. And it reminds me of one of our goalkeeper.
No, Vincent Yama.
Mr. Maduka. The structure.
Oh. Yeah, I know they look. That's it. You don't judge people with the physicality. No. Okay. Azan is here. Azan.
Unmute your mic. I don't mute my mic. They hear me.
We can't hear you.
You can't hear me.
Yeah, I can hear you, Azan.
They hear me now.
Okay. I hear you now.
Azan, formerly known as Azan of China, now Azan of Abidjan. Bonsoir, Azan.
Bonsoir. You are blessed according to Pastor Joseph Pesero.
Wait.
He said you are blessed according to Pastor Joseph Pesero.
Yeah, Azan, their first training yesterday. How you take now?
I'm not good at training. As I get like this, Abidjan that don't lock me down. I'm not good at training. But according to reports, the training they go leg, and those guys are ready to beat anybody. They did like this. They won't drown again with everything. So the training they go leg, but me I not did that training yesterday.
All right, what's wrong with the weather, Azan?
On the weather has been shaky for the past 3-4 days. Everyone just be down. Even player, everyone just be down for a year. Maybe the stress of the work or I don't even know, but everything's too shook. The weather not even too good for people like that.
All right, so they said the Super Eagles will be traveling to Bouake tomorrow. That's Tuesday, according to the communique that we received. How true is that?
Yeah, they'll be flying to Bouake tomorrow, and the pre-match press conference will be holding tomorrow as well by 11 a.m. in Bouake.
Right.
And they'll be having the last training as well tomorrow in Bouake as well by 4:30. They'll be having the last training before the big one Wednesday in Bouake. So things are on ground for them to travel tomorrow morning, and everything is in intact. Yeah, they'll be traveling tomorrow morning.
Okay.
Our opponents, are they around here? South Africa?
Yeah, they played their last game at Yamoussoukro, and then from Yamoussoukro to Bouake is about 2 hours by road. And trust me, they will not be going by road. They'll be going through flight, and hopefully they should arrive in Bouake as well tomorrow or later this evening, according to the report I have.
Okay, Azan, quickly. We've been looking at, if you are to look at these players, man to man, position to position, if you are together now, from the goalkeeper, Nigerian goalkeeper, Stanley Wabali, Roland Williams, we don't know saying Stanley Gode, and Williams too. Now, the dream.
Before you called it, he said he dreamt about
like
was in
10 hours.
10 hours.
This is long. I mean, they dictate. I couldn't follow Pesero talk, say, Baba, I like this.
Which time Jerry become Joseph?
I don't even know. I don't know.
No worry. This thing they always come by as it be. This thing can only come by something.
Yeah. When we look at the two goalkeepers, we've seen what they can do, and then when we talk about penalty shootouts, Stanley Wabali is a good keeper when it comes to sport kickers, and same thing as so both of them, yeah.
But now
both of them are good. Okay, yeah, I agree with you.
Okay, let's look at the defense line. All I know, in the right flank against South Africa player too, South African winger.
Supposed to be against Pesitao.
Yeah, that's it. I think all I know, I trust.
He was formerly in Brighton, and he did so well before he moved to South Africa, back to his. So, Azan, what do you make of that game on the wings? All I know as a defender against Pesitao.
Looking at Pastor Pesero tactics from day one, playing with 5 midfielders and 3 attackers, we should be expecting nothing but a short one for South Africa. And when you look at the attack mindset of Africa as well, they are not here to joke, as they have also been doing the same thing in the front line. So tomorrow should be a game. I mean, Wednesday should be a game of man to man, and there's something we call shorani, like you look at each other, you don't go out too much, you don't defend too much, you play according to the flow of the game. That is all we should be expecting, and then we should be expecting nothing less than 1 or 2 goals from them. I'll give it to the Super Eagles of Nigeria.
All right, thank you so much, Hazan.
Okay,
and there's nobody injured in the camp right now.
Thank you so much. For me, Osimhen, I think Osimhen, a weak point, before we just round up, the weak point in that team for me is that Osimhen should really stay close to Grant Kekena. Bless that guy, they always drop. The guy he go turn up now. All right. Now my guy, he go turn up.
Yeah, before now, Biggie don't join.
All right,
Biggie, Alpha.
What's the update? A quick one from you there.
It has been a great one for the Super Eagles to find there.
Big voice, big man. Don't chop money for Abidjan. Yeah. Continue with the
Now Abidjan money and woman they talk.
Nobody has been more confidence and very confidence before the South African we wish to look at South Africa in the semi-final, and I think God has granted it. So to be a have to look out for what we are expecting just to get the job done in next.
Okay. Thank you.
Okay, and thank you very much. Thank you so much. And this coming again from our former captain of the Super Eagles of Nigeria. Let's say Green Eagles, talking about the mathematical, just like as an engineer where I be.
Dr. Shegun.
No, I will call him Dr. Baba Shegun Odegba. Saying that one of the best goals he has ever scored in his life was scoring in Buake against Ivory Coast, and that same thing will happen again.
He said Nigeria.
Moses Simon if you score. If you score, but that'll be the size of the program. I think Blessing to go send in correct corner. But I just maybe Blessing will go type 4-1. That'll be the size. No, that's the size of the program. Thank you so much for listening. We hope to be back on Monday, and by that time we'll be celebrating, singing the Aquaba song, celebrating. Celebrating the Super Eagles for winning the AFCON. Me, I don't see them already, and the thing will come to pass.
Thank you guys for joining us. It's so good to have you here, even if some of you, enjoying us from the sidelines. We are going to have you back by next week, but this time full house with party with wine, because Super Eagles will be top. Thank you so much, guys.
Bye.
Are you ready for the thrill, the action, and sports sensation on Women Radio 91.7?
Well, our Sky colleagues in Italy say that Juventus have rejected an £85 million offer.
And then Aguero! Join us 6 p.m. every Monday on Women Radio 91.7 for comprehensive analysis and coverage of local, national, and international sporting events on Sports Radio. Join our experienced sports journalists and experts on Sports Radio 6:05 p.m. every Monday on Women Radio 91.7 for everything